She consults artists, she produces shows, concerts, barbecues and party gatherings. She specialises in composing and breaking down analytical reports for artists, which of course help them to understand the numbers that play such a significant role in their career. The list doesn't stop there though. She is indeed a makeup artist. She's the president and owner of Queen's Legacy. I have to keep reading this list, there's so many things. She leads the VTheVoice community by merging business and talent within the same proximity. She even has her own line of merchandise available to the public, and I'll add that it has done rather well. And to conclude, she creates from scratch custom ashtrays and candle holders. It's safe to say, Vanessa, you're not only a valuable asset to any business, but you are quite the entrepreneur. So, is there anything else there that I've missed?
Well, I'm also a fun mother.
Wow, so a woman of many hats, I guess we'd call it. Your name is Vanessa Jamoson, but you're professionally regarded as Queen V. You also have your own business, Queen's Legacy, which is the sister company to King's Legacy. So without, I guess, giving us the generalised ideology of the word, what does Queen sort of mean to you?
The word queen to me, well, literally the word queen is a ruler, a leader, just a female, the same as king. A king is a ruler or a leader. So queen to me is just a leader or ruler of either your home, yourself, your family. A queen takes care of her family, her home, protects the people around her, and it's just a powerful being. When I say the word queen and when I refer to people as kings, I just want us to remember how powerful we are. Women have been looked upon or looked over for many years, but we are powerful beings and we need to remember that and just embrace that. And as well as kings, you know, a lot of us have taken care of what we need to. We've been following our dreams and we've been just leaders of our community, of ourselves, of our minds, of our beliefs. And I just want to spread that around and just remind us all that we're all kings and queens.
Yeah, that's lovely. So out of all those hats, I guess, what's your favourite one to wear?
My favorite thing to do is definitely plan events. Event planning, whether it's giving the artist a platform to spread their music or get exposure. I also like to provide a fun space and a comfortable space for the guests that come along or anyone that I have the event for. We have, you know, it's very hard to do our daily lives. You know, we go through a lot of stress, and when you go out to an event, you're expecting to let go of everything and just have a good time. And I like to provide that good time. I pay attention to detail so that I can provide a safe and fun environment for you to have a good time at.
So I get the impression that you're in your element when you're around people and helping people have a good time.
I love spreading good times, yeah. I love having a fun time. Yeah. And I love doing that for other people.
Yeah. So I read that you graduated from St. John's University here in New York. So what exactly did you major in there, and how has the knowledge that you gained while at that university assisted you in your professional career?
Well, I graduated from St. John's with a bachelor's degree in business management. I've also been doing I was doing online classes to get my master's in marketing. I just haven't finished that, so I'm almost there. But while I was doing my business management degree in St. John's, I was also working on businesses on my own. My mother had a money transfer and shipping business, so I was helping her with that. And then we opened a family flower party store. And then on my own, I opened a after-school tutoring center for children. And all of those skills helped me really learn about business and business management and marketing. It was a lot that I learned during that time.
It sounds like your hands were pretty full during that time as well.
I love having my hands full. I like being busy.
Yeah. It's known, of course, that you worked alongside the hip-hop artist ReachingNOVA since I think around 2015. So I guess being a part of that process, what advice do you have for artists who are thinking of making the leap from simply embracing their talent to trying to actually build a career out of it?
Well, it's not easy. And with anything in life, it's not easy. And anything that you want positive results, you gotta give it your all. So if you're gonna do this, you gotta realize that it's gonna be a lot of hours. It's gonna be a lot of mind power. It's gonna be a lot of planning. It's gonna be some failures. It's gonna be a slow start. But the main thing is to just never give up. If this is exactly what you wanna do, then you don't give up. Because what else are you gonna do with the rest of your life if it's not chasing the dream that you want or doing the things that you wanna do?
And I guess it's that case where you have mistakes and you have failures, but they make you a better person, a better artist going forward.
Yeah, they teach you more things, and it's just you gain more experience. Nothing is really a failure if you're working on something you want to be doing.
So you've consulted with, you've worked with a number of artists over a long time. Can you give us maybe 4, I guess, common mistakes you typically see up and coming artists make?
Well, my main pet peeve, and that's something that I just really feel like it should stop. Up and coming artists focusing on the people that don't support them. They'll be saying, oh, the people that didn't show up, the people that doubt me, because there are people who are showing up and there are people who are supporting you, and focusing on those people will gain you more support than saying, you know, the people who don't support me, because the people who do support you feel unappreciated. And you want to always be thankful for the people who are following you and are supporting your career and your dreams, because they don't have to, you know, and for you to just completely brush those people off because you want to focus on the hate or the ones that aren't doing that for you, it's just a turn off. It's better to focus on the people and the positives, and more positive things will come to you when you do that. That's my main one. Another one would be consistency and brand management. Those two go together. If you don't know what your brand is, then you're not consistent with it, and it confuses the audience, and we don't know what you stand for. And it's also hard to become a fan of something or someone that you just aren't sure what their message is. So those two things I think would be, they work hand in hand, and just, it's something that needs to be worked on just to gain more success. And I don't know, the fourth one.
We don't have to do 4.
That's, yeah,
we can stick with 3.
I think I'll stop at 4.
Yeah.
Focus on the good.
Yeah, and this is quite good information for new artists that might be watching this, so we'll sort of stick on this. What are 4 things then that you maybe don't see enough of that up and coming artists could do that you'd find impressive?
Definitely invest in your career more. I understand completely, because I know how expensive it can be. But again, I mean, if this is what you want to do, then you have to make sacrifices. So instead of buying those $300 pairs of shoes, maybe put that into the quality of your music, the quality of your videos. Because if the better it sounds and the better it looks, the more the more support you will gain, and we take you more seriously. So that's one thing. Just definitely invest more in the quality of your career. Another thing would be a website. I don't see enough websites. It's hard to go, with the world of social media, people want you to follow them on every single platform. But it's hard to chase you. So if you put everything in the website, we can find all your work, we can find where to find you, and it's just, it looks way more professional than to have me chase you around and looking for you on social media. I think a website, it's not expensive, and it's just a way for you to be able to communicate with your supporters and keep them updated, and just keep spreading your music and your work out there.
All right, well, speaking of websites, there's some news coming as well for you. Shortly, you're going to launch your own website, VTheVoice.com.
Yes.
Very exciting stuff, and from what I understand, it's sort of I guess a connection platform to link together talent and businesses. And as well as that, you'll do artists, talent and album write-ups as well at no extra charge. So there's going to be a lot going on this website, and we're really excited about this. But I guess first of all, what was the core reason that pushed you to selflessly connect talent with one another?
Well, this all started because of 2020. I had a networking event planned for April, and you know, the whole quarantine happened and the shutdown, and it was a really, really good idea. It was like, I know so many artists, I know so many creatives, I can get everyone together and just be able to build with each other. But there was no way to gather everyone together, so it just led to be a website. And so I could just, you know, you have to adapt. So the times have changed, so events aren't really virtual. So I decided, instead of having a virtual networking party, I'll just turn it into a whole platform for people, and it turned into a website.
And the other side of that website, the write-ups, what I guess inspired you to add another hat to your vast repertoire and go into providing creative feedback?
Well, it's a tool that they can use for promotion, and it's just something that I can provide for them, and I will. Anything that I can do to help artists, I will do. It's just something that I like to do. It's one of my passions, and I listen to music all the time, so why not do a little write-up for them?
Yeah.
It's just a free little thing that they can use for promotion.
Sounds great, and sounds really exciting, and a great opportunity for a lot of up-and-coming artists. So let's say, hypothetically, I am one of those up-and-coming artists or producers even. It's useful for all of them. I want to land my work on VTheVoice.com. So what are the steps that I must take to do that?
Super easy. You log into the website, VTheVoice.com, and you hit join the community, and it will ask you for your name and your email, and then I will contact you after and let you know what to do.
So it's all simple, easy sign-up stuff.
Just sign up and I'll take care of the rest.
I guess, what is it, overall about your career path that you find the most fulfilling?
The most fulfilling part of my career is helping people with their dreams. As music lovers, growing up in the 90s and 2000, none of us ever thought we can actually become artists, It was always something that you had to join a record label, you had to be discovered, and land a big deal with all this money, and then those record deals are really just, we later found out, were not good for these people, and people were losing a lot of control of their masters, of their work. So being able to do that independently and show people you don't need a record label, you can do this yourself. They've been making money off our talent for years, so let's take control back into our own hands. Super fulfilling. Anyone can make money or make a career out of their art. You just have to find a way to turn it into a business.
And a lot of people can look at artists now and think it's, they're doing so well, or it's such a glamorous life, but a lot of these artists have had quite challenging roads to get to where they are, and they've faced hurdles along the way. So I guess, can you share with us some of the difficulties you've faced along your journey?
Oh wow. Well, being a female was pretty difficult because I don't want to speak negatively on the music industry, but we know that for many years we have been degrading women in music, and we have not really been respected. There's a lot of women we do respect in the music industry, but we don't really acknowledge them, So being a woman in the industry, I was really looked upon as ReachingNOVA's girlfriend, and just that, when there was so much more that I was doing. So it was kind of like I had to make a brand of myself just so I can really show people there's more. I'm not just showing up at these events, I actually planned it. So that was probably most difficult. It's just really just making a brand for myself and being known for what I do as opposed to what people think I do.
So just sort of touching on that subject, I guess, so what sort of advice do you have for the next generation of entrepreneurs, particularly female entrepreneurs, who might aspire to follow a similar path that you did?
Well, I hope in the future the female and male thing isn't a thing anymore, and it's not difficult for any gender to do anything. And I hope that we can remove those limitations. That's one thing, but to any gender, to any person, to any being, you just never give up. There is always going to be obstacles, but it's only tests to see if you really want this. And sometimes it's not for you, and these obstacles show you that, but they also guide you to what is for you. So as long as you continue to keep going, don't listen to the people that you just feel like their energy is not right for you, because somebody might give you genuine advice that you don't want to hear, but if their energy is if you feel like the energy is they're trying to help you, then listen to them. But the people that aren't giving you positive energy, trying to steer you because they're afraid of chasing their own dreams, you need to ignore that and just continue to chase your path and do what's right for you and just never give up.
Yeah. So what sort of stuff should they look out for, I guess, on the road though?
Just things that you're not expecting. I mean, we all have gone through 2020, which was a year that none of us were expecting, and we all had to adapt. We all had to learn how to do things differently. So coming up, anything that's coming, just take it in 2020. Adapt and try to push forward, and just don't let anything stop you. Seek the people that are doing what you want to do, and network. Mm-hmm. Use your resources.
Yeah. You have to be quite strong-minded and a focused and I guess ambitious individual to carry all the responsibility that you do. What in life do you think has contributed to that strength?
The biggest thing that's happened to me was my father's cancer and his death. That really contributed to everything that I am today. I mean, I was always a certain way, but after dealing with cancer, which is not easy for anyone, and literally seeing him take his last breath completely changed me and the way that I see life. I've literally seen death up close, and it's dark, but it just gave me more life because our days are numbered, and I'm not going to continue my days unless, I'm not gonna waste my time here, because I did see that it can end, and I did see what happens when it does end, and what's valuable is now. You don't know what's gonna happen in the future. All you know and all you have is now, and you don't know what you're completely capable of until you've gone through the worst. That was my worst nightmare come true. My dad and I were super close. He was my best friend. He was my biggest supporter. And losing him completely took my light away. So I had to find it again.
It's tough, yeah. Some people tend to misread strength and confidence in of a person. It's one of those sort of misunderstood traits. Mm-hmm. What would you say is one thing about Queen Bee that is misunderstood?
Well, my passion gets misunderstood a lot. Like I said, I've been through a lot, and I have a passion for life that sometimes is louder or way more intense than people want to at the moment or can handle. And it's misunderstood as maybe negative. But when I go hard or when I get really passionate, it's because I care. I want the best for everyone. I've seen what happens. I know what can happen to you. So if I'm here and trying to help you live your best life now, it's because I want you to be as happy as you can, and my image doesn't match my person sometimes. People see the red hair and they see the makeup and the music I listen to, and you don't really realize that this girl has done like 10 years of school. I've done so much studying. I've been hands-on with artists. I've been doing everything that I can to gain the knowledge, and that's why I can speak to people about things, because I've done the work, I've done the legwork. And it just doesn't seem like it because I have this image that people would think, she's a party girl, or she's wild, or she's rude, or she's intense, or like be careful with her. But it's really just, I am a force of nature, and I won't apologize for that, because that is what God made me, and that is who I am. And if no one's gonna play my role but me, so I'm not gonna apologize for the person that I am. Maybe I'm not for you, but if I am for you, I promise you that I will care and love you like with all my heart, and I will do everything that I can to help you live a better life.
It's a great attitude. Well, of course, you do so much in the music world. You're so busy. So there's a lot of people that might be interested in contacting you and potentially hiring you. So just quickly, can you give us, I guess, the most efficient way to get in touch with you?
Well, you can email me at queenv@VTheVoice.com, or queenv_KLQL is my name, my handle for all social media.
Lovely. Queen V, thanks very much for your time. All the best for a busy 2021. You've got a lot of exciting stuff on the horizon. We'll look forward to following.
Thank you.
Tears build when I think about the memories. Hours long conversation about legacy. Every time we build, nothing like our energy. Man, I wish for more time you could spend with me. Know you see me how I always put that work in. Forever on a quest like I'm soul searching. The good seem to die young, I don't understand shit. Guess a higher power had another plan. I do my best to stay focused with a level head. Never do another dirty just to get ahead. Man, had the tables been turned, you would do the same. Tragedy is an ingredient for sudden change. I'ma take the ship farther cause I love the game. Balancing yin yang, it's love and pain. Light and dark, sunny skies or